everyone is having a great start to their Tuesday. I myself am having a great morning. Made it home safely. Hope you got a good start to your day. Good morning, Mr. Nick, Mr. B. Shady, Mr. Burning Stables Forge, Miss Trouble Bunny, who else? And Mr. TC. Let me fade this music out because it's going to keep going a while if I don't. Alright, music is faded out. Let's get into the video. Turn on the green screen. Turn off the browser. Alright, we are good to go. Real quick, just to go over what I carried last night. I carried my Evo. First time I've carried it with its official Edyard on it. I had that in my front pocket. And in my back pocket, I had my Segeha, sorry. Thank you, Rudy. Patterned Mini FSD. I haven't carried this one. I've been carrying the other one. And I like this one. The texture feels good on this. It's a little less rough than this one. So that is why I carried it. But yeah, that's the two knives I had in my pocket last night. Let's see. I think Mr. Nick already shared something on the Google. Squadron watch. Pretty cool looking watch there, Mr. Nick. Since we're starting off with watches, my sister showed me a new watch she had the other day. She's big into watches as well. And she had a super cool one. It's one of the ones that has a stem that allows you to rotate the bezel, but it's an internal bezel. So she had this watch. I can't remember exactly which model she had, but it's a spinnaker, and as you turn this top dial, it rotates the interior bezel there. Super cool. Let's see if I got a video of that in action. Actually, we can just look up Spinnaker Bradner review videos. Don't know what's going on with the let's go to the dial here. Well, I don't like this guy's video. So let's go to somebody else who's going to show us the... Come on, show the... So there you go. As you turn that top stem, it rotates the internal bezel. It's a geared mechanism for an internal bezel. I was gonna Beautiful watch. But there, I had actually links to, I found some other ones of these that I did not know existed. This is a Sea Ranger by Astor and Banks, which is a super nice looking watch. And it has the same rotating internal bezel by that top stem. Super nice watch. Then I found another one, which is this one. It's called the Duality 2, and it has a rotating internal bezel. Super cool design. Very clean watches. And then last but not least, I found this one. The Eagle Ray. And it's a GMT with the internal bezel. But those are super cool watches. Thank my sister for showing me that. Yeah, I hope my mic's been working this morning. I'm not talking to myself. But let's get back to knives. Got sidetracked on watches for a minute. Oh, one last thing about watches. Yesterday I showed that titanium from BVF, the Cartier, and come to find out this is a fake. It is not a BVF. But what's pretty cool is the person that works for BVF said that from yesterday to today, many customers have inquired about this model from me. The current result is that this model does not come from the BV factory. However, this does not mean that the quality of this watch is poor. It's just that each customer should be aware of this when purchasing. So there probably is this watch, but it's not coming from the BV factory. So that's just an update to something I said yesterday. Yeah, a titanium Santos. And then, yeah, as Andrew just mentioned, the Dixons are live. And I put the links in the link channel on the Discord, but the Lemifshi version of the Dixon is available now with 3 different milling patterns, as I was hoping. I grabbed the hexagon and the spiderweb one. They offer both of those with a plain blade or a stonewash blade. So I got the plain blade. I got this version. I'm going to bead blast it and get rid of that blue. But to answer Andrew's question, I got this one with the plain blade. And I got this one with the plain blade. I'm going to bead blast both of them. And, good morning, David. Anybody else? Oh, good morning, William. So yeah, I grabbed those 2 because I don't like the frag pattern anymore. I'm not a fan of frag any longer. So I got those top 2. I did go ahead and break down and order the last one of that that Rexford knife that got lost on the way to me last time. I've got to wait until February 1st to get my money back from that guy because he's a new seller, and I guess, I don't know, whatever. But I bought that this knife right here. Good grief. I hate when I get stuck in talking, trying to browse something and talk at the same time. But I did go ahead and grab the last one of these that was available. It was about to sell out, so I was like, might as well. I used a code on it. I really wanted to check that knife out, so grabbed one of those. And I also grabbed one of the TKL clones. They have the Guardian and they have this one. I don't remember which model this one is. But I grabbed the top version. I like that it has a scout carry clip. I almost bought it just for that mount. I want to find some more of these mounts now that I know they exist, because that is a perfect scout carry mount. But they do have the replicas of the Guardian too. This store, this brand, TR. Okay, that looks like another one. That is something. Does anyone know what knife that is? Sean Batts, the Night Stalker. Not sure what that one is either. I knew it wouldn't take long before a bunch of the TKL started showing up on here. I don't remember what the other one was. Must not be this brand though. This same brand, this TRSKT, are the ones who released that that Butcher that Rad Knives cleaver. This company was the last ones that had it. Good morning, Christopher. Good morning, Sean, by the way. Yeah, I had both of the 3-inch Mac clones, but I got rid of them because they were too small for me. I kept the 3.5-inch one. I've actually got to get some sorting done on some new knives. I'm running out of case room again. But the only Mac that I kept was the somewhere over here. Let's see. I kept the 3.5-inch jigged one. These are great knives. They're one of those 90% copies. I mean, they have totally drop shut action, guillotine action, pretty good sound, good feel, good lockup. Jimping's good. The 3.5 just fits my hands better. The 3-inch, I just couldn't get my hand on it properly. Morning, Robin. If I didn't just say that. But yeah, I like this knife a lot. And you can see the 3.5 is about the same length as the mini FSD. It's a little bigger than the Laconico. I really like this Laconico too, though. The FJ is a clean knife. Good morning, Pete. You feeling any better? We got sick people all around. What do they call the old time watches that you wind up? Well, paste, enter. They're just called mechanical watches. Manual or hand wound watches. Automatic or self-winding watches. So they're just called hand wound watches or manual watches. Looks like. I like my automatics. I'm just a big fan of not having to put batteries in them or wind them. I'm wearing one of my Omega 75th anniversary Seamaster today, but I just prefer watches that have the automatic movement that sits there and spins and keeps the watch wound up by itself just by your wrist moving. So that's what I prefer. So yeah, most all mine are automatics now. They have the rotor. The Seiko NH35 and NH36 movements and the Mayota Japanese movement are great movements. All right, I had some more links to look at today. Hold on just a second. Oh yeah, this guy 3D printed an OTF and it looks super cool. Thought I would show y'all that. It looks great for a 3D printed knife. Looks like it works well too. I had that link. Wanted to show y'all. Then I had a knife I wanted to check out that I have not seen before. Maybe y'all have. Yurikov. So these are Yurikov knives. Guessing they're Russian. But they have a very unique look and mechanism to them. And I have not seen one of those before. So I wondered if any of you knew anything about those knives. But he made a stand to hold all of his Yurikov knives. Oh my goodness. Did it again. All right, let me show y'all this again. My God. Yurikov has a very unique mechanism. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm taking a wild guess that they're Russian because of the star and the name, but they might not be. Yeah, Pete, I wasn't. Only thing I showed was the 3D printed OTF. Only thing y'all missed was this. Looks pretty cool. That was the only other link I had before the Yurikov. So let's go look up these knives because I've not seen one. It's on the site Russ Blade, so I'm guessing they are Russian. Yep, full custom knives of the Master Yurikov from Izhevsk, Russia. Izhevsk. So he made equipment for the special forces, and the owner of a lot of patents for weapons. So yeah, some of these, that one looks like one of the ones the guy had on his shelf. Curious about these lock mechanisms. And I want to see a review of it. Because they all seem to have the same locking mechanism. Little rotating thingamabob. um, so let's see if anybody has done a video on one. Aha! Someone was leave it up to Reddit to show us a good video of it. Huh. That is definitely unique. Here's two of his patented knives. Not sure what I think about that mechanism. Looks pretty smooth. Urban Systems. Who knows how it works? Those are chunky knives, though, for sure. That's cool. I always love learning about a new lock and a new maker. Brute by Fabergé. Yeah, that's definitely different. It doesn't even have a thumb stud or a flipper tab. So you really do just have to open it with your wrist, which is fine with me. I guess it does have a little bit of a flipper tab there. That's pretty wild, though. Have y'all seen those before? I have not seen those. Let's see, what else? What other link did I have? Oh, yeah. And I'm going to go back to the browser, don't worry. I really do like Wear Knives, and these Snoops, I'm digging them. Uh, I like the overall look and shape of that knife. I love the blade. I like the handles. Not a huge fan of the bronze color, but I really do dig Ware's designs. And we looked at the Snoop 2 or 3 weeks ago. Now we're looking at it again. Uh, wow. That's a pretty clean looking knife. No flipper tab. Frame lock. Nice milling. Nice signature. Nice blade hole. Love that milling. Yeah, it's about the same temperature here this morning. It was 9 a little bit earlier. Morning, Matt, by the way. Yeah, I really do I like the clips on these. I like, there's nothing I don't like about that knife. Even like the swedge he put at the end to make the tip super strong. That's super cool. Uh, 1 week ago, small batch. I've only got one Wear knife, but I would like to own more. Do any of y'all have any Wear knives? I've got I've got the Lucas P, which is the only one I've got. Of course, it's back in my other case that I don't have open. I hate having to close these cases up and get back into the... But I think I want to get an alley P. I don't know what's up with the P. Does anybody know what the P means? Why he adds the P on the end of them? But this is my Lucas P. Morning, Sever. Oh, P is for production. I was just thinking that because I just noticed it's got a different logo for the production ones. It doesn't have his signature for the customs. So I just figured that out the exact same time Robin said that. I was looking for the signature, and then I realized, oh, the signature must be on his customs, and this is his this is his production logo. But yeah, the Lucas P is a nice knife. It's perfect size, really. 4 fingers. Does have jimping. Nice hollow grind. And of course, y'all know that I like my compound grinds. So, seeing that snoop with the compound grind, I really did like. And this one with the compound grind, I really do like. So yeah, the Alley P is another good one. And I guess he does a lot of his knives, I guess, production and custom. I guess I'll leave my 2. Yeah, I can't wait to check out the Lemifshi Dixons. Let's see. Yeah, David, that'll be awesome to see. Where can we see some of your knife? Do you have a place that we can look at some of your knife that you've made? David? Do you have a... Let's go here. Aha. That must be you up there. I don't see any knives, though. I see some playlists, some music. Good old Plain Jane. Yeah, that's a beautiful knife. That's a different kind of skelly. Yes, Mitchell, that was the mini. That is the mini. It's not very many though. Like here's a Raptor, about the same size as a Raptor. It's about the same size as all the Brian Brown knives. They seem to be very all similarly sized. Except for the Finch. The Finch is a little bit smaller. The Evo is a big boy. So it you can tell the size comparison to it. Yeah, I agree. I prefer Lemifshi over Juful for the most part. Um, Especially recently, the OEM Lemifshi's been working with has been getting it dialed in. But these are pretty nice. I mean, they have great action and a great sound. That reminds me again, I think I had one more link. No, I didn't have a link, but it made me want to show y'all something. Whoops. Let me go over here back to the browser. So on Reddit, the knife making subreddit. Hey, there we go. There's our. Is that one of us? Oh no, that's not the merchant fan. That's an awesome knife, though. One of y'all has that knife. But on the knife making subreddit, you can see all kinds of guys making all kinds of knives, and some of them are super cool. Um, and like I said, it'd be a great way to get a knife made for yourself, because I'm sure these guys just starting out. I saw that one earlier. Looked pretty chunky, but I did see a nice survival type knife somebody made. There's the frame progress. That guy's been working on that knife for a while now. I'm trying to see if I can find that Rambo looking knife. There's a bunch of great knife makers in the knife making subreddit. Recurve fighter with bog oak. How do I make a scabbard for this blade? Those are cool little carving knives. This guy's making his own frame locks with Magna Cut and metallic carbon fiber. Uh, some of these are noted makers, but some of them are just starting out. Everybody watched Forged in Fire and wanted to get into this. Titanium pocket clip carving. It's pretty cool seeing the process a lot of these guys go through too. Oh wow, we cut out the pocket clip. That's the same guy that we looked at a minute ago. Pretty cool. But yeah, if you haven't joined or seen the knife making subreddit, you should definitely check it out and find you a maker on there and get you a custom knife made from somebody who's just starting out. It'll mean something to both of y'all. Uh, who's going to sleep? Let's see. He's going to do a mini goblins, you fool is. Morning, Michael. Andrew, see you later. Oh, Andrew's the one passing out. Andrew, hit me up if you find anything. About that knife. Yeah, I don't know anything about the politics behind Forged in Fire. I just know it got a lot of people interested in making knives. I don't get into politics much at all, so. I think somebody, Christopher or Mitchell, had one of these that they were selling. Or gonna sell. Yeah, the Night Stalker, that's what it was. Yeah, somebody said that in the channel. And there's the Guardian. And they do say TCAL on them, which is unfortunate. Oh, okay, Mitchell. I thought maybe you said you were thinking about getting rid of it. I like that knife a lot. A lot. That Arcona. Yep, I like it. I like it a lot. Walter Sorrells. The name sounds very familiar. Let me see. I'll tell you in a second. Oh yeah, I have seen him. He gets really into it. Uh, and seems like very professional. I am subscribed to him. So, yes. Well, politics can mean stuff behind the scene too, and who gets to be on and who doesn't, and who wins and who doesn't. And even politics could mean the judges, like I just meant the behind the scenes inner working of the show when I said politics. Oh, Christopher sold one. There you go. Uh yeah, I thought that was probably that's why I was asking because it probably is the one you sold. I've bought quite a few knives from this guy. He's a cool guy. He came in the chat one morning. What was the last knife I bought from him? Oh, by the way, the Strix are showing that they've been shipped. Mine actually shows it's going to be delivered tomorrow, but there's no way because right now only a label has been created. It hasn't actually shipped. But the Strix are coming soon, I guess. Let's see. Natalie Merchant fan. I just bought one from him not long ago, I thought. Yeah, what did I buy from him? Uh, oh yeah, I bought the one with the bad lockup. Um, that QK 003. I don't even know where that knife is. Might have put it with the other Rye designs, even though it's not a Rye design. But that QK 003. Let's see if his post is up here. Yeah, that one right there with the bad lockup that I fixed. I bought that one from him. So it doesn't surprise me that he has the Arcona. Maybe I need to hit him up and buy that one. Uh, yeah, I should hit him up and tell him to sell me that one when he's tired of it. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done cell shading yet either. Yeah, my Strix shows that it's on the way, but if you go to the actual uh and it says here, let me show you on my shop app here. It shows was expected yesterday. Yeah, right here. If you go to, there's my tracking number. Hold on. So if you go right here, it says arrives tomorrow, UPS ground, and it's got the UPS tracking number. I got the micro milled one. And when I click on the link for the UPS link, and I actually go see if I can go. Yeah, if I go to UPS, it just says label created. It says it's supposed to be delivered tomorrow, but it just says label created. So I don't know how it's going to be delivered tomorrow if they haven't even really shipped it yet. Good old UPS quality. Michael, why do you say the Jaful Dixon looks better than the ones Lemifshi put out? You don't like the milling patterns or what? I'm curious why you say that, Michael. Just not a fan of the milling patterns or what? What kind of video does he have? Oh, just an overview. I think they look all right. I usually prefer the Lemifshis over Jufuls. He makes them a little bit thicker, it seems like. Yeah, I like the hex pattern. Um, I'm going to bead blast both of mine. I got the plain blade with the hexagons and the silver blade with the spider pattern. I'm going to anno that one like a cool color down the lines. Haven't decided what colors yet, but it's the 668 Knives store. The link is in the Discord links channel. If you hop over to the Discord, I put the link up in the links channel. While we're over here, let's look at a couple of pocket checks. I was talking about the Strix, and Mr. Ed showed his with some Edyards. Aaron with the heaters always. And lots of snow, it looks like. And this car commercial from China is a banger. Let me let y'all see that. Pretty crazy. Y'all will get a kick out of this. Oh, it's been removed. Dang. This commercial is wild, though. Chinese electric car commercial wrap. Here it is. Y'all got to see this commercial. Wow. It's better than most of the hip hop we hear today. Oh, y'all can't even hear it. Hold on. You got to be able to hear it. I bet seeing it without hearing it was wild.
用最礼貌的方式教训最爱的人，让我上班时候还是去上学。我撕开了道理可把他们全部都排成了两队列。想要打开天书能让其他的他只别都别想别。我们不愿别也不怕别，但如果你硬要，小安你好，小安你好，小安你好，闪 skin skin 把到手都闪，上一车 skin 是放别车 ，skin 的速度 skin 的安全 skin skin 的到家了，小安开风尾灯。 识别万物，三边帅哥，三边扎斗，身边安全走夜路。一辆车给你三个选择，副驾、后座或者后备箱。长安帮天书跟，安全把你送到想要到的地方。小安你好，来了。小安你好，来了。小安你好，来了。小安你好，在哪？闪 skin skin 冲冲啊，汽车 skin skin 冲冲啊，汽车 skin skin 冲冲啊。
哈哈。 Oh, that's so great. So funny. Some of the cars they're coming out with in China, the electric cars, are just blowing away things we've got here for the price. Like, they're really releasing some awesome electric cars over there. If you haven't watched some videos on some of their newer electric cars, good morning, Knives Are Life. Yeah, y'all should check out some of the top-of-the-line electric Chinese cars online. They have some for around 50 grand that are better than ones that are 100 grand here. Good morning, Miranda. Y'all don't mind smashing that like button. It'll help out the algorithm. I've got to get ready. What's today? Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's my day off, so I will be able to. It's going to be cold, but I'll get the drill press set up so we can work on these scales tomorrow. I mean Thursday. I'm trying to finally get caught up around the house. I still love these Vespas. All right, who else has got something they want to look at this morning? I'm about gone through all the links I had. What are we looking at here, Sever? Oh yeah, the Wolf P is another one. I've been wanting an Alley P and a Wolf P. And why'd you say audio on for that? I don't hear any audio. Not sure why we needed audio for that. What was this other Instagram link? Maybe that's the one you wanted audio for. Yeah, no, I can't deal with that audio. All right, then. That's the lighter. Post isn't available. Sending me bad links, Sever. But at least you're sending me links. I appreciate that. What is the out? Let's see. I guess the Alley P is made by Best Tech as well. Yeah, I like the Alley P also. Yeah, I clicked the Instagram link, and the one he just said, it says post isn't available. But I definitely like the Alley P, and let's see. That's a good picture. Let's see if they have the Wolf P. Yes. Let's get all these brought up. That one, and they don't have the Lucas P. But Blade HQ does. Oh, yeah. Did I spell it wrong? No, I spelled it right. Yeah, I like all of Ware's style. I need to get all three of those. Here's the Boker Ware. Yeah. Sever showed that one. I watched his unboxing video of that one. You could get these for like $90 at one point somewhere. Might have been Trivisa. Yeah, the Alley P is your style knife for sure, Pete. That's no good, David. Yeah, those heads-up displays can be pretty cool. I remember the first car that came out with that was a Nissan Maxima. The Nissan Maxima was the first car, if I'm remembering right. The Boker Plus, this is a small knife though, isn't it? 7.6 overall. Not too small. But yeah, the heads-up speedometer on the Maxima was, I believe, the first car with a heads-up display. I mean, they might have had one before that. First car with heads-up speedometer. Oh, the Cutlass Supreme Indy Pace car. $50 units. Wow, heads-up displays. The Mako Shark. Oh, wow, they had a revert. Wow. Okay, so I was totally wrong. First one I remember being a digital heads-up display was the Maxima. But the 88 Olds Cutlass Supreme had one that mounted on the dash. Wow. Oh, that's the pace car. Yeah, the 1988 240X SX and Maxima had that's the ones I remember. So I guess they were like the first production cars. Video shows how it works in the 240.
Sports package substitutes a less informative digital speedometer, but for a reason. The 240 and Nissan's new Maxima are the first mass production cars with aircraft-style heads-up instrument display. Here it projects the same digital speed onto the lower left windshield. It's meant to keep the driver informed of speed without them taking their eyes off the road. It works well, although we think most drivers would prefer a more central position on the windshield. Additional information like turn signals and an engine warning light would also help.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's things I don't think about deaf people having to deal with things in a car that you can't hear. Yeah. All that technology coming to bear is pretty cool with AI and all that. They're going to have some crazy stuff here pretty soon. Yeah, I don't see why they couldn't use vibration with the little motors. Now they can put in anything. The out of balance motors that make vibration. So I wasn't completely off. I didn't know about that Corvette and the 68 Caprice. Pretty wild. Do y'all remember those custom rear view mirrors that we used to have in the lowriders? That had like, they were these right here. Do y'all remember these? The panoramic. They still make them. I remember seeing one of these for the first time though and tripping out. Somebody had one mounted in their car, but they're the rear view mirrors that go all the way across the windshield, and they're all angled to where you get a view. They're all angled to where they line up with your sight to where you can see the whole 5-panel rear view mirrors. I remember seeing those. I had a lowrider truck forever. I was in lowrider clubs, and they had these things called California bumpers for lowriders. They were just a piece of chrome across the back. That's what they were called, but I don't remember. I don't know why they were called that, but they were pointless for a bumper. They were cool for lowriders. Yeah, but those panoramic mirrors were wild. 5-panel. Walter Sorrells. Shout out Mr. Sorrells. No, it wasn't really a roll pan. It was literally just a piece of chrome that was like this thick. It was like a 1/2 inch thick, and it was just a bar of chrome that just went across the back, and you mounted it to where your factory bumper location was. And they called them, quote, California bumpers, but who knows what. Back then, that's what they called them here, so who knows what they actually called them in California. All right, back to knives. Oh, the curb crawlers? Yeah. People still have that. Let's see. Well, I'm not getting anything popping up, Pete. Send me a link. I know what you're there they are right there. Clamp on vintage curb feelers. Curb feelers. So they make these. That's what you're talking about, right, Pete? Right here. These curb feelers, or lowriders had them, that you can mount on your car. Here's a bunch of them on cars. But it's so you wouldn't curb your rims. So you could feel the curb as you're pulling up, so you wouldn't curb your rim. What do we got? Oh yeah, they sell these on AliExpress. We looked at these one day on the video. In fact, let me do a screenshot of that right there. Capture it. Go to AliExpress. Go to the photo search and hit paste and hit search. So there was quite a few of them. We can get into the right section of them because they had the real ones. They had the plastic ones too. Let's go to this one up here. See if we got some more links off of this one, because this is not the real ones. Retractable sword blade. Wrist. They got some real ones hidden on AliExpress. Here we go. They got the ones, so there's the one with the little pull. I got all kinds of them on here. They're hard to find. New stainless steel metal sleeve sword. Yeah, there's quite a few of them on here if you can actually find them. It's one of those weird things. They probably are against the law over there, so they try to hide them. But they do have some real metal ones. That Omega looks real. Is that what, which one is the Omega? Wow, that meteorite's pretty sweet. Wow. Was that first link he put in? Was that the Omega? Oh, that's the song. What is the Omega? The only Omega I know is my big beefy Migaron knife. By the way, good morning, Marcus. Welcome back, B Shady. Can't find the... Do they have a link to this one? What a weird thing. Yeah, not my style. I wonder if our buddy Co-Bunny likes those. You have to sharpen your own point. Oh no, it comes with the, look, that's cool. It comes with it, see it, laser cut out, but not all the way. So you got to pull the tab off the front of it. That's pretty cool. I'm wondering if that's the Omega. Oh. Maybe he was talking about my watch. Yeah, it's not bad. It's dirty. Does it still have the plastic on it? Wouldn't surprise me. No, I just... All right. What else today, guys? Titanium Tuesday. Anything new hitting Instagram today? Y'all see anything pop up on Instagram you want to talk about? Besides boobs? Those little fidget things are pretty wild. The one at the beginning there. That little thing, yeah, that's pretty wild. Well, that guy has got skills. I like all the sounds that first one right there makes, though. Pretty wild things. Pretty cool. Let me turn the sound off. Kaiser giveaway. American Blade Works. They're going to make all their hair stand up. I like little feel-good videos every now and then. All right, what else we got? Some Tops knives. New Berg Blade ticks drop on the 30th. Yep. Beautiful knives. Miranda, yes, I actually bought one. The Thai chopsticks. I actually backed that project and I couldn't figure out why other than just because it was cool and it was titanium. But yeah, I backed it. We'll go check it out again. Kickstarter. Let's see. Thai chopsticks. Yeah, we talked about it. Where did it go? Aha. I bet it's 2 words. Nope. Let me see what they're called. I know I backed it, and it definitely hit its target. Let me see what it's called. Let me look at my email. Kickstarter. They're called the Play Sticks. Play Sticks. There they are. Yeah, I backed them. Be a straw too. Yep, I backed them for what, $80 or something? Oh no, they were only $66. There's a new raccoon tie slim, Michael. That's cool. Y'all know I don't really like slim knives, but a lot of people do. Oh, I like that. Like that finish on that one. Are they less than 0.4? How thin are they? 0.315. Wow. That is crazy thin. Yeah, that looks crazy thin. Well, I could definitely make a knife that thin out of those pieces of titanium that I have. Because they're both 2.5 millimeters thick. So 5 millimeters to inches, 0.2, and then the back spacer would make it 0.3. Yeah, that's pretty wild. You can even tell how thin it is just looking at it from right there. I kind of like that pattern though on that titanium. All right. Curb feelers.
All right, today I'm going to put some curb feelers on this Buick Park Avenue. When was the last time you saw them? Just give it a little retro look. Let's see the bolt. I'll show you when I'm done. Here they are. That was easy. Oh.
What a wild thing. Now people got those things that stick out 12 inches in the middle of their wheel. What are those called? Dang it. They've got a name too. I know y'all know the name of those things. The center cap, the center... what are those things called? Dang it. Anyway, y'all have seen them on those crazy Texas lowriders. Those things. Can't believe I'm not remembering the name of those things. Yeah, those are wild too. And silly. But they will keep people away from you. They all got them. I mean, they don't all have them, but all the slabs do. All right. What else are we going to talk about this morning before we wrap up the video here? I should get a bunch of knives delivered today if the post office is running. I'm getting my Royat Stitch, which I've been wanting one of those for a while now. So the Royat Stitch knife, the frame lock. With the crazy blade grind. Getting one of those in today, finally. What else am I getting in today? Getting in another FSD. Getting my Eldorado in today. And my Monterey Bay Knives Futura is on the way. So, we're supposed to get some knives yesterday, but I don't think the post office ran around here because of the roads. Well, all right, guys. The chat has kind of slowed down. Nobody's giving me nothing to look at. So I guess I'm going to wind this one down. If y'all need me, you know how to get a hold of me. BladeAlchemy4you@gmail.com. Thank you for joining us, new people, Miranda, and whoever else. Marcus, David. Thank y'all for hopping in and talking knives with us this morning, along with all the regulars I can count on. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the chat. I don't see nothing moving for a while now, so. Hope everybody has a great Tuesday. I will be off tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I saw a beautiful sunrise picture this morning somewhere. It looked fake to me. I want to say it was on Reddit, but it might have been on Instagram. Some kind of crazy sunrise. Sever, TC, Michael, Mitchell, B. Shady. Thank you, gentlemen. Y'all have a great day. Sever, I couldn't get out to the post office yesterday because of the roads, but I'll probably get out today. So I'll send you a tracking number later. Yeah, I guess that's about it. That's all I can think of. I'm going to put my Evo back up. My nice knife case is about to expand into 2 nice knife cases. And my clone case is going to have to expand into 2 clone cases. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a great day. Peace.